Now on Denver 7 News, tragedy at Empower Field after a deadly fall from an escalator. The investigation into what happened and when this has happened before.
I said, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your dog. And she hit me right here.
Plus, a Denver man brutally attacked while out for a walk, but police won't even return his calls. Now Denver 7 is helping him get answers.
This is a pivotal moment. We can't really afford another few years of not being proactive.
And a new push to improve Colorado's air quality. Why that means free RTD rides all August long. Thank you for watching Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Jacqueline Allen. The investigation into a tragic accident at Empower Field. Denver 7 has learned a woman fell to her death last night. And Denver 7's Patrick Perez joins us live outside the stadium with what we know so far. Patrick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, this is really just a terrible tragedy. This happened last night right before 11 o'clock toward the end of the Kenny Chesney concert that was happening here at Empower Field. Police say that woman was sitting on an escalator railing when she fell to the concourse below and died from her injuries. Police are calling it an accidental death. In a statement, Stadium Management Company says, "We extend our deepest sympathies to the loved ones of the woman involved in the tragic incident that occurred at the end of Saturday's concert at Empower Field at Mile High. There is nothing more important than the safety of our guests, and Stadium Management Company is in communication with the department, the Denver Police Department, as it investigates this unfortunate situation." Our partners at the Denver Post, they obtained a statement from the country star himself. In it, Kenny Chesney says, "I was devastated to learn of the loss of someone after our show. There had been so much joy, so much heart coming from the people of Denver last night, and to hear this is heartbreaking. Life is precious. Sharing music brings us together, and that love we share makes us so much more. For the lady who came to share that love, there are no words. For her friends and family's loss, I grieve with them and for them." The coroner's office will release that woman's name in the coming days. We will keep you updated as we learn more. Live outside Empower Field, I'm Patrick Perez, Denver 7.
It's such a tragedy. Thank you, Patrick. And this isn't the first time someone has fallen to their death or been injured at that stadium. Back in 2016, a man fell 60 feet to his death over a railing there at Empower Field. His family sued the stadium, and that ended in a confidential settlement. Now, over at Coors Field, there have also been two major incidents. 2011, a man fell 20 feet to his death after trying to slide down a staircase railing. And back in 2003, 32 fans were hurt after a 3-story high escalator malfunctioned. A wildfire that forced evacuations in Larimer County today is now 100% contained. You can see this burn scar from above and how closely it came to homes. It covered about 8 acres northeast of Carter Lake. About 20 homes had to be evacuated, but everyone has since been allowed back. Today marks 46 years since the big Thompson Canyon flood hit near the town of Drake outside of Estes Park in Larimer County. A foot of rain fell in just 4 hours on July 31st, 1976. That small town of Drake was completely flooded, resulting in the deaths of 144 people. That flood ended up causing $35 million worth of damages, and we'll hear from two people who survived that flood and their concerns about the future coming up tonight on Denver 7 News at 10. An 81-year-old Denver man wants justice after he was attacked while out on a walk. But he says when he first reported the incident to Denver police, he didn't even get a call back. Tonight, Denver 7's Jessica Porter is helping him get answers.
It's not uncommon to hear from Denver residents unimpressed by the lack of response by police. But I pressed for answers about why an 81-year-old assault victim couldn't even get a call back. Frederick Harris walks 5 days a week in Montbello.
I usually go to Peoria. Sometimes I walk down 56.
A traumatic experience has changed his route and his feelings about justice.
When she hit me, it hit me right in my eye because, it had a cut under my eye and hit me in my mouth, and I had blood in both places.
Back in April, he heard 3 dogs while walking and crossed this street to avoid them.
When you hear pit bulls, it could be any other kind of dog, but when you hear one, you get scared automatically.
Harris says he loves dogs and tried to scare them away, hitting the ground with a golf club he carries for protection. But he says when one dog lunged at him, he struck it in self-defense.
I said, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your dog. And she hit Hit me right here and right here.
Harris says he was also accosted by 4 family members of the dog owner. Neighbors stepped in to keep things from escalating.
I could have got hurt bad.
3 months later, he says Denver police won't call him back, and he wants the person who assaulted him charged.
I would like to know, what are they investigating? You know, the people that moved out, you know, what are you investigating? You talk to the witnesses.
Harris wants justice, and to know what happened to him matters.
I was really scared. I'm 81. If I was 21, I probably wouldn't think about it. But, I'm 81. I got 4 grandkids.
When I questioned Denver police about this case, they said they had recently been in contact with Mr. Harris. Harris confirmed DPD called him the day after I was in communication with them. No charges have been filed, and they are still investigating. Jessica Porter, Denver 7.
Glad to hear he's getting a response. Thanks, Jessica. RTD is planning a complete overhaul of its bus network. The agency recently announced that it is shifting its focus to high ridership areas in downtown Denver rather than the suburbs. This plan will be carried out over the next 5 years, and the project is designed to increase ridership and better serve low-income areas of the city. Now, who says there's no such thing as a free ride? Because starting tomorrow, riding all RTD buses and trains is free for the entire month of August. The idea is to reduce the number of cars on the road and in turn lower the amount of ozone in the air. But as Denver 7's Megan Lopez explains, not everyone is on board with the promotion.
It's a Sunday at the Alameda RTD station, a station that serves as one of the many wayfarers to get around town.
I ride the train just from my house and back, which is only like a 15-20 minute ride.
For a Sunday, the station is actually pretty busy. Soon it could be even more so. RTD is offering free bus and train rides throughout the month of August.
You hop on the bus, you hop off the bus, you don't need to provide a ticket or anything like that.
The goal is twofold. First, to encourage more people to become loyal riders like Rodney Williams, since ridership has declined since the pandemic.
And I mean, it's just so convenient, saves out on the gas and everything, so I enjoy it.
The bigger goal is to cut down on people driving their cars.
It's in our top 2 of sources that are thought to contribute to ozone pollution.
Colorado legislators passed a law this year that set up a grant program to help pay for free transit during high ozone months.
It helps reduce commuting. It helps reduce pollution.
Environmental advocates want to see more done to improve the state's air quality.
This is a pivotal moment. We can't really afford another few years of not being proactive.
Still, they say this free fare month is a big deal, and riders we spoke with are looking forward to the savings.
It's going to help me out a lot, and then it should help out a lot of others.
RTD's union, meanwhile, worries about what this will mean for the safety of drivers.
A lot of operators have expressed concern about people riding the bus with no fare and possible events occurring and things of that nature.
Just last month, a man was stabbed several times while riding an RTD bus, and that's not the only incident lately.
We're encouraged that by not collecting fare, that it will be minimal interaction with the operator. But again, I said operators are concerned.
So will free fares change people's habits? Riders say it depends on RTD.
If they handle it well, then people will see that it's a viable option for them. If it kind of becomes a little overly chaotic for new riders, then it might be hard for them to see it as a viable option.
The free fares will run the entire month of August. If they go well, RTD might use the grant again in the future. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And RTD is not the only organization giving away free things in August. All U.S. military members and veterans will receive free entry to all Colorado state parks for the entire month of August, and you do not need to be a Colorado resident to get that discount. And for tomorrow only, all Colorado state parks will have free entry for everyone. That's because August 1st is Colorado Day and the 146th birthday of the state. All right, today is the final day of the Arapahoe County Fair. This is the fair's 116th year. It showcases the county's agricultural and Western heritage. One of the big draws every year, the 4-H exhibits and, of course, the shows. We spoke to a boy who entered a pig for the first time this year, and he gave it quite the unique name.
Barbecue Sandwich is her name. We got her in Nebraska. For her, she was such a small pig because she's a girl, so we had to feed her a lot. We had to give her 5 scoops of feed a day. We're gonna try to do goats and pigs next year.
barbecue sandwich. Keeping it real there, guys. If you still want to go, the fair wraps up tonight at 10:30. All right, coming up, more U.S. cities are declaring monkeypox a public health emergency. Hear about the federal government's plans to release more doses of the vaccine as health experts urge Americans to take this virus seriously. Plus, devastating flooding in Kentucky could get even worse. The latest on the search and rescue efforts as the state prepares for more rain.
I'm meteorologist Stacey Donaldson. We have scattered showers across Colorado at this point, most of them across the eastern plains, but I'll let you know if we'll see any here in the Denver metro area as we go through the rest of tonight.